Hi guys, welcome to Little Wicket Railway. I'm Rob, and in this video we're reviewing the Bachmann LNWR Webb Coal Tank. Now I'm really excited about this model for three reasons. Firstly, it's my first ever Bachmann and I'm really interested to see how it compares with the Hornby models. Secondly, most of my models are second hand, this one is brand new. And thirdly, Little Wicket's loosely based on the old Harborne Branch Line, and it was one of these locomotives that pulled the last ever train from Birmingham New Street to Harborne, and it'd be great to recreate that moment on Little Wicket. Let's take a look at the model. And here's the model. Bachmann started making these in 2015, so they've actually been around a little while now, and they're starting to find their way into the clearance sales. So this model's recommended retail price is £119.95, but I got it from the model centre for just under £78 in their sale, which is fairly good value, I think. The model actually comes in three different versions, one with LNWR livery, this version which has the LMS livery, and a British Rail version, which represents the full life of the real engine through from the 1880s all the way through to the 1950s. I've gone for the LMS one because Little Wicket is meant to be around that period. I don't think any other manufacturers produce ready-to-run models of the Webb Coal Tank. I think there might be some kit builds out there, but let me know if I've got that wrong. As I said, this is my first Bachmann, and first impressions from the box are pretty good, really. I like that you can see the model through the window at the front. Hornby sometimes have a picture instead of the actual model, but I like to be able to see what you're actually going to get. There's the branch line logo up here, and originally I thought, is this like the Hornby Railroad range? Is this an inferior range or a budget range? And is there some sort of mainline range out there that I should have been buying from? But I've looked it up, and apparently this just means that it's from their 00 scale range, so that's all good. Let's turn it round. So on the end of the box here, you've got the reference number and a little description, LNWR Webb Coal Tank, with the running number, and here it says it's a Next 18 DCC, takes a Next 18 DCC decoder, and I've never used one of these before, so it'll be interesting to see how easy it is to install that and how well that runs. And then if we take a look at the back of the box, I really like this. It gives you a bit of history on the original prototype, and I just think this is really nice, and it starts to bring the whole thing to life. Okay, so generally the box looks really smart and I'm already impressed, so let's open it up. I like that it's a sleeve rather than a box with flaps at the end, because they inevitably get damaged, and the loco appears to be in this kind of plastic block of ice thing, which probably isn't great for the environment, but it does feel pretty sturdy, and I don't think the model is going to get damaged whilst it's encased in there, so I assume this just slides out. There we go. Oh, what's this? I just want to get the model out, but let's have a look at what's dropped out so far. So what have we got? We've got some... Oh, wow, this is really nice. We've got a bit more history at the top, with a crest of the LNWR. I won't read that now, but that's a really nice touch. And then we've even got a picture down here. So this is a preserved, this engine actually got preserved on a heritage railway. So that's a picture of the preserved engine. That's a nice touch. And then on the back, there's a bit more information. That's just really nice, isn't it? I'll read that later. I won't read that to you, a bit boring. What do we have here then? Oh, wow. A full-on owner's information manual. So this is about fitting the accessories, running in, lubrication. This looks really detailed. Oh, and how to fit the decoder. So that's good. I like that. That's something that you don't see in such detail with Hornby models. Impressed by that. And what's this? Join the Bachmann Collectors Club. Okay. And this is a warranty service request. I don't know what that is doing. I'll have a look at that later, but some stuff there. Right, to the actual model. So I'm guessing... Oh, if we got a... Oh, there's another sleeve. Let's take this other sleeve off. So it is really well protected. And then we've got this... Here we go. Oh, there's some... Oh, this is sellotaped in. Let's pop that. So there's a little details pack there. I don't know what those bits are. Presumably vacuum tubes and all sorts. A little hook if you want to replace the coupling. That's nice. We'll pop that down over here. And now to the actual model. Well, it's heavy. I'll tell you that. That is a heavy model for its size. That's the first thing that strikes me. Let's move this out of the way. So, I'm really impressed with that. Like, just on first impressions, there seems to be quite a lot of detail on there. So let's run around it from front to back. So, let's start with the livery. So we've got LMS on the side, which is really nice, and we've got a little 2F symbol up there. 7814, the running number looks nice, but the thing I've noticed up here on the front, I don't know if we can get it focused, that looks like a shed plate, I think. That's a nice little touch. Same again on the other side. And then they've picked out bits of detail here, so you've got like the... I don't know whether I'm colourblind, so whether that's brass or gold or copper, I don't know. But they've picked up bits here, on the cab roof. Around here on the other side. And the other thing that I've just noticed, and I don't know whether you can see, I'll try and take a photo and put it in. But the detail inside the cab is really good. We've got a few colours in there, things have been picked out. And there's even a little wheel on the inside at the back of the cab there. So the attention to detail seems fairly good at the moment. There you go, you can see the cab interior better. Handrails, individual there. And then the coal bunker's got this grating. Nice small bits of coal, they look fairly realistic. No sprung buffers. Not too bothered about that. You've got the little lamps here on the back. See if I can get the camera to focus on those. Hang on. You got the lamps. You got a nice small coupling, and that's got a bit of play in it. On the wheels, you've got some connecting rods here, and I don't know enough about the real model to know what this was meant to do, but whatever it does, I like it. It's a nice added feature. I'll have to look that up. You've got a bit of glazing in the cab as well, I've just noticed. See if I can show you. So you've got 4 bits of glazing, in fact. See, you've got 2 bits of glazing at the back, just above the coal tank. And then 2 bits of glazing at the front as well. I'm really impressed with that. Underneath, the wheels as well. Nice and dark, fit in with the rest of the model. You can see the little brake shoes there. Apparently the brakes on these, on the real models, were really terrible. And part of the excitement for the train crews used to be to see whether they could actually stop in time when they got to the platforms. Just the detail in the front as well, even the moulded detail in there is really nice. I'm really impressed. So let's see how it runs. I won't bother putting a decoder in it for now. We'll just try it on analog and I'll stick it on the test track. Okay, here's the model on the rolling road. I'm using analog power for now, and I'm just going to slowly turn it up and see what happens. Bit of a jumpy start. There we go. Okay, we're running now. So I believe this has got pickups. Oh, nearly stopped there. I believe this has got pickups on all the driving wheels. The only wheels without the pickups are at the rear. Let's turn it up to max. Okay, so a decent top speed there. Let's bring it back down and see whether we can crawl. Getting pretty slow now. At this low speed you can hear the hum of the motor, which is slightly louder maybe than other models. Let's see if we can go slower still. There we go. Go a bit slower still. So we're down at about a quarter power on my controller now. And that's still going pretty slowly, although the hum of that motor is pretty loud. I mean, realistically, I don't think I would run anything this slowly on the layout, but can we go even slower still? That's pretty impressive. Okay, let's put it up. So apart from the humming noise, I'm fairly impressed with this. It's got a good reasonable top speed. It can crawl nice and slowly. Couple of questions though. How will it behave with a decoder in it? So I'll put that in at a later stage. And the second question is, on Little Wicket there are a few steep inclines, and I wonder how well it will handle those. It should be fine. It's nice and heavy. It's got 6 driving wheels. Now I managed to find a couple of pictures of a Webb Coal Tank that worked the Harborne Branch Line, number 7742. And I think you'll agree from looking at the photos that the model really does look like the real thing. The model centre actually do a renumbering service, so I'm beginning to wish I paid the extra to have the number changed to 7742. Equally, part of me likes to have the model the way the manufacturer intended it, with the original number on it, so a bit conflicted there. Either way, I think it's going to look really good pulling the coaches into Harborne on Little Wicket. And that's the model, and I must say it's really exceeded my expectations. As someone who's only ever bought Hornby before, I would definitely buy Bachmann again based on this experience. The packaging's really good, the model's incredibly detailed, and it runs really smoothly. I probably wouldn't have paid the full £120 retail price for this, but for £78 it is a good value model. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a like and a subscribe. I will leave you with some shots of this recreating the last train into Harborne Station on Little Wicket, and I will hopefully see you again soon.